Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome, guys. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hey everyone, welcome, guys. Welcome. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Beer, welcome.
Hey, David.
Hello. All right. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. I wanted to go over the markets. We've had a few down days, well, a few days of markets being closed. So wanted to go over, hey Solomon, welcome. Wanted to go over the markets, see where we stand so far for the week. Here is the Dow right here. So we still have a sell signal on the Dow. All right. So we still want to stay on the sidelines with equities. Here's the S&P. S&P right now, right? Sell signal right here, right? Red candles. That's on the S&P. All right. So nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Here on the here's the NASDAQ. Same thing. Sell signal right here. Red candles. We'll watch to see if we can break support this week in the redistribution phase on the NASDAQ. And The Russell is the same. So nothing has changed, guys. Nothing has changed as far as equity. Hey, Joseph, welcome. Welcome, Joe.
Thank
And
you,
welcome. And
guys.
then here, here's the Russell. Same thing, guys, on the Russell. Right here, sell signal, red candles. All right. So we'll see if we can test support later on in the week. Guess what? If buyers come in, we'll see that, right? We'll see that green candles if things change. But so far, right now, we're still in the markdown phase for equities. The VIX did come down a bit. All right. So it's still above 20, right at 20, as a matter of fact. But I think it was as high as 22. So it's now at 20. All right. So again, still very bearish on stocks right now. All right. All right. A lot of the sectors right here, if you guys see right here, a lot of the sectors have moved from bullish, right, to let's take a look here. All right, several here. These are down. You guys remember these were all up, right? So down. These are neutral here. So they've changed from up to neutral. And then these here are up. All right. So definitely a rotation, right? Things are moving from up, buying to down. Hey, Deborah. Welcome, Deborah. All right. Energy is down. All right. Energy is down. And again, the index is down to neutral. And the VIX is up here. All right. So if you guys are trading equities, just be careful, right? Be very, very careful. We didn't have any sniper trades on last week due to the holiday. All right. So hopefully we'll have some data in for our sniper traders this week. All right. All right. So let's take a look at let's see here. I want to take a look at futures market right now. So the market is up. So the Dow, S&P, Nasdaq, and Russell is up currently in the futures market. Dollar is down. All right, but we'll see how things open in the morning. All right. Let's see here. Forex. Anyone trading Forex? Anyone in any? Hey KW, welcome. Anyone trading any pairs? Forex pairs? Bill, are you in any pairs? Any Forex
No,
pairs?
no,
No?
I'm not in anything right now.
Okay. Joe, are you in any pairs?
Yes, I am. NSD CAD, New Zealand CAD.
New Zealand CAD. Okay. All right. That was the okay. New Zealand CAD.
I'm still holding it. It's way down.
Okay. Okay. Let's take a quick look at that here. All right. So you're in the short, right? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So just hold on. Hold on. We will look. Hopefully, it will test support right here, right in that redistribution phase.
Yeah.
All right. So right here is support. So hopefully, right here is your resistance. So it's trading right between support and resistance, red candles.
Yes.
All right. So just hold on. Hopefully, we can break support and it will move lower. All right.
Yeah.
And that's the only trade you're in?
Yeah, so far the only one, yeah.
Okay. Keep an eye on here. Hey Mary, welcome, Mary. Welcome. All right. Keep an eye on the pairs here, right? We're at 34 pairs, 34 that above 20. All
Okay.
right. This is good, but we moved from about 44. I think we had 43 or 44 pairs that were above 20. So not a concern. If we get into like in the 20s, 27, 26, 25, that might be a concern. All right. But just know that we have more pairs that are starting to consolidate in Forex and Monster Scalper. Okay. We are watching the yen pairs. Did anyone short the yen? Did anyone short the yen? This was a quick move. A quick short move. Was a great opportunity if anyone caught it. All right. But we might be getting ready to see we'll see. We'll see what happens. This market's been crazy. But it looks like we might hopefully start getting some buy signals in the yen pairs. All right. Now, Joe, be careful here. All right. If you get I would watch the New Zealand CAD. All right.
Yes.
If you break resistance here, you'll get a sell signal to close this trade.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
just keep an eye on it.
Yes.
All right. The reason I said that we starting to get buying coming in. Buying is coming in on these pairs here. So the Aussie dollar right here. Let me move it to over here. All right. So Aussie dollar, we see guys here, we have a green candles coming in. No buy signal yet, but buyers are coming in. All right. Buyers are coming in. We do have a buy signal here on Aussie New Zealand. All right. Solomon, we'll get with me. All right. This could be a trade for you, your first trade for Forex. Okay. So
Okay,
after
sir.
the training, get with me. And just write this one down. Aussie New Zealand.
CHF. Oh, New
Yeah.
Zealand. All right.
AUDNZD. Yeah. All right. Because you see here, we got some buying coming in. These are ups, right? So they're moving up right here. And Aussie New Zealand looks really, really nice. Buy signal here on a break of this resistance right here. Let me show you guys. And Mary, you're back too. Mary, this might be a good one for you also. All right. So right here is resistance. All right. Here is where we had a previous buy that failed, and now we have another buy. Okay, breaking resistance here. And what's nice about this trade is that it's holding support. So it's holding support and it's building green candles. And then we've got another resistance line right here. So and then here, right, it's moving higher. Okay. So we don't have a rotation. We do not have a rotation in Forex, but there are opportunities. There are trades that we can take. All right. I'll open the floor for Q&A in a minute. I do want to go over some trading opportunities. Aussie Swiss has a buy signal also. So that's good for the group. I don't like this one as much. You have a lot of consolidation in here, right? A lot of consolidation in here, not as smooth. But that's good confirmation that the group is moving higher, right? Having a buy signal here. Aussie CAD, white candles here. We'll look for this to move higher, get a green candle hopefully, and a buy signal. This should be a good one here once it gives a buy signal. All right. And just remember the Aussie New Zealand pairs and the yen pairs kind of all go together, and they're starting to move higher. There's yen pairs. All right. Keep an eye on the yen pairs. They're not ready yet. All right. But a lot of them made some good moves to the downside, and hopefully they'll start moving higher and give some buy signals, kind of like here. But they're not ready yet. But definitely the Aussie pairs are ready. Okay.
David, can you look at the pound Swiss?
Pound Swiss. Okay. All the way down here. Okay. Pound Swiss right here.
What's up with those long wicks?
Yeah. So when that happens, just hit Control R to reset your chart. And they should go away. Let's see.
Because I
Control
got
Alt.
a level of support down there.
Yeah, I don't
You
know
do
what.
too.
Wow. I don't know what that.
I saw that earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, that didn't go away there. I'm going to try that one more time. I have no idea, Bill. Let me see if it's on any other symbols. Well, no, it's not on. Okay, it's not on pound. Let me see, pound Aussie. It's only on pound Swiss. Oh, let's see here. Let's see, Euro Swiss. It's not on Euro Swiss. It's not. Let's see if it's on dollar Swiss. I think it's a misprint, but it should usually it goes away
But it formed the support line.
down
Yeah,
here.
that's what I thought was kind of odd about it.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't think the price. I don't think the price moved that low. If it had, we would see it on the other Swiss pairs. So I think it's a misprint on the data. Let's see here. So we tried dollar Swiss. We looked at dollar Swiss here. Euro Swiss. Where's Euro Swiss? Euro Swiss right here. It's only the pound Swiss. I don't know, Bill. I'm sorry, but I don't know. You're not trading it, are you?
No,
No.
no. I was just looking through, and I think the reason it caught my eye was that was the most that was at the top of the chart on the right for the most traded pair this afternoon. I think, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah. That's
number
how I
one
saw it.
here. It's number one here.
Yeah, so it made it to the top.
I have no idea what that is. It's not even like, is it a candle? It's not even a wick. Is it like,
It looks like it's a wick.
yeah, it is. I have no idea. And there's two of them. This is on the 240. You know, when we have holidays like this, right? And during when there are holidays, you know, that it gets crazy. All right, that it gets crazy. Hey Ranjit, welcome. All right. So just keep an eye, like I said, keep an eye on those Aussie pairs here. That's a good trade, right? That's a good trade. The dollar pairs, we'll see what the dollar does. If the equity markets continue to move lower, right, we might see the dollar. It's not ready yet, but it'll be really nice. I mean, nice retracement, nice pullback on the dollar. It would be really nice to see the dollar move higher, trying to get above resistance up in this area and then give a buy signal so we can continue. You know, we had some really good trades in the dollar, you guys remember, right, for a long time. I mean, all these trades here, buy signals on the dollar long trade. All right. So if the equity markets continue to move lower, right, this is a nice retracement on the dollar, right? So if we can move higher on the dollar, this is the dollar index. You know, we can hopefully get some green candles buy signal and start trading the dollar again. All right. So we're watching it, right? It's not ready yet, but we'll definitely see that right here in the dollar group here. All right. So right now it's mixed. All right. So don't trade it yet. It's mixed. So we have some pairs that are down, some that are up, down, up, neutral. So it's all over the place right now. But hopefully this will set up. All right. Europe, it's mixed also. You might find some individual trading opportunities here, kind of like this one here. All right, Euro SEK buy signal here. It's all the way up here, but you guys have to be very selective. All right, here's another one here, Euro New Zealand. All right, so decent trades. All right, but again, still mixed. You've got to be very selective. Just be careful. Here's another good one here, Euro GBP buy signal here. It's all the way up here. All right, so although we don't have a rotation, there are trades. There are trades to be, you know, had, but just be careful, be very selective. we've had some good short opportunities, like I said, with the yen pairs, right? The New Zealand, like Joe, the one Joe is in, right? The New Zealand CAD is a good short, right? But I think this might, we might have to get out of this, right? Based on how it's trading right now. All right. Um, and let's see here. Monster US 30. All right. We are looking, hey Gerald, welcome. We are looking to perhaps go long. Okay, so those of you who are those of you trading Monster US 30, right? So Bill, be ready, right? Be ready.
Yep.
And Solomon, will probably want to get you on this trade also if it gives a buy signal. All right. It did have a previous buy signal here. All right. And here candles are moving higher. This is on the daily time frame right here, but our entry will be on the 60-minute time frame. Okay, so we could get a buy signal very soon on the Monster US 30. We'll look for it to get perhaps right above this area here. We could get a buy signal. So we're not far from that. We're not far from getting a buy signal. And here on the daily time frame, we don't need to wait on the daily time frame for a buy signal. As long as we get a buy signal on the 60-minute, but it would be nice to get a green candle. And if the price keeps moving higher, which it has been, this is on the daily time frame. All right, on the daily time frame right here, see these daily candles keep moving higher right here. So if we can break resistance here, we'll get a green candle, and then that should be a decent trade for the US 30. All right. All right, I'm going to open the floor. Any questions? Any questions for me, or anything in general? Any questions at all on the markets, the systems, anything you guys are looking at, trades you guys are looking at? Any questions at all? All right, Mary, you have any questions? Welcome back, Mary. Welcome back.
I don't have any questions. Happy to be back. I think I'm starting again afresh as a new trader.
Well, yeah. It's we get into the new year here, so we're gonna start fresh, right? But what any questions on anything? Ranjit, any questions? Joe, any questions on anything? Deborah? All right. I want to bring in 1 second here.
David, I'm sorry. Did we look at the VIX tonight?
The VIX?
Yeah.
Yes, but we can look at it again. I want to bring in this. The VIX is at 20. It did come down. So Bill, here is the VIX right here. So still at 20, definitely in the markdown phase. All right. So here, if it comes down, here's 19 right here. All right, here's 19. 20 is right here. So 20 is right here. All right. So
if we break that support, that'll be good for equities, right?
Yes. yes, if we can get support here, and that's pretty good support, right? That's good support here. Then we could see equities move higher. But the issue with equities is that we have sell signals. All right, we have sell signals. What I want to do, I'm going to put these on a weekly time frame. I don't think I brought up stock boss. We'll take a look at stock boss. I don't think that we're close to getting into stocks. That Christmas rally really failed. So, and usually January, we will get some selling in January. All right. So, I think that VIX, just what I think the VIX might move higher. All right, this is the weekly time frame here on the indexes. All right, so on the Nasdaq here, on the Nasdaq, let's bring this down here. This is the Nasdaq here on the weekly. Nasdaq here on the weekly. You see that? You guys see that here? The Nasdaq on the weekly?
Yeah.
All right. Sellers are definitely in control. Here is the Russell here on the weekly time frame. All right. So same, right? On the Nasdaq, it's testing support here. Testing support. No buyers coming in, right? Clearly a markdown phase. On the Russell, failed, right? Failed is white candles here, red candles coming back in. Might look to test support down here. All right. On the let's bring this down here. On the S&P, same thing, and it's on the weekly time frame now, guys. Right? White candles failed, red candles, sellers coming back in on the weekly. And then on the Dow, right? On the Dow, right? Failed, right? Green candles, white candles. All right. So the market is in trouble. The equity markets is definitely in trouble. All right. So we don't have any buying on the daily, no buying on the weekly. The sectors here, look at the sectors, what the sectors are doing. All right. Very different from a few weeks ago when these were all bullish, all moving higher. All right. So it is what it is. So if you guys are in stocks, just pay attention. You still might have stocks out there that might, buck the trend, but just pay close attention to that individual trade. Because the market isn't healthy right now. All right. Stock boss, if you guys look here, we don't have a lot of stocks here in stock boss. Okay. So, in heat seeker for stock boss. So usually we have a lot more stocks. All right. We have a lot more stocks here. We only have one technology stock. All right. One basic material, one financials, right? A few healthcare here. So there's nothing here. There's nothing here. I'm going to bring in, let's bring in Bullmaster to see. Bullmaster. Here it is, Bullmaster right here. even worse, right? You guys know usually we have a lot more stocks in Brewmaster than even Stock Boss, and we don't have a lot of stocks here. I mean, it looks like healthcare wants to make a run. We have healthcare here, but again, market condition isn't healthy. Um, all right, you guys see that? You see what I'm looking at? And if it's not in heat seeker, we shouldn't be trading. Let's take a look at the sectors. All right. So if you guys look here, look at the sectors, right? These were all up there. Look at what they're doing now, right? And look here, look at the chart here. All right. Sell signals. That's consumer staples. Real estate, sell signal. Silver is holding. All right. So we'll make a note on silver. Basic materials, right? Sell signal, consumer discretionary, short, sell signal all the way up here. Telecom, sell signal here. Industrials, sell signal here. Financials, sell signal here. Let's move this. All right. So we need these sectors giving buy signals, right? They're giving sell signals. And here's consumer staples right here, sell signals. Home builders, sell signal right here to be out. Gold might have a buy, right? Gold has a buy. So gold and silver. And, those can sometimes be safe haven. Technology, sell signal. Healthcare, right? Sell signal. Home construction, right? That has a buy. And then biotech should have a sell signal. Oh, it's holding a buy right here. So not much here. Not much here. Not much here. All right. So the only opportunities we have right now, we have some opportunities in the Aussie pairs. So the Aussie pairs, right? New Zealand CAD, that's short, right? So if you're in it, and we've been sending messages out on this one right here. All right. If you're in it, hold it. All right. But if it breaks to the upside, give us a buy to cover. You got to cover and close it. And then the yen pairs, we're watching the yen pairs. I would say for now, stay away from the dollar pairs. Right? If you're going to trade the euro pairs, be very selective. Just be very, very selective. There are opportunities here with the euro pairs, but you got to be selective. Okay. Hopefully, we see a rotation in this group here. All right. But right now, anything can happen. All right. All right. Any questions for me? Any questions for me? Any questions? Ranjit, you don't have any questions? I'm shocked, Ranjit.
I'm just listening to you, like all good stuff you are talking about here. So I'm little bit in a shock, like the market is still going down, So we're just in a hold period.
Yeah, and usually when we have holidays like this, right? It's really not a great time to trade. All right. You got to think, right? Just like the summer months when traders are taking time off and there's light volume in the summer months. Same for holidays. Okay, so you guys will notice, there isn't a lot of movement, right? There isn't, and even if you look here in the futures market, right here, it's just very slow. Things are just very, very slow. Okay, so not a lot of movement right now, and we might have that through December. All right. And then, by January, things might pick up because a lot of traders are done. They're done. A lot of the big institutions, hedge funds, they're usually done unless you get a Christmas rally, which failed, right? So they might be done for the year, right? They might be done. So expect light volume, and with light volume, things can be a bit tricky, right? You'll see big swings, big moves in either direction, no real direction. All right. Deborah, you had a question?
Yeah, David, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, and I know you had called out my name among the group before I was away from the computer.
Okay.
There's a group that I kind of trade with, and they were suggesting that the Christmas rally is from the 26th to the 4th, but you were saying that it's come and gone.
The 26th of December?
Right, well, which is today. So let's say the 27th when the market opens, give it, say, 4 or 5 business days. Or you don't believe that? I just want to get your thoughts.
No, the Christmas rally usually comes in October. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, and traders might have different. It depends on the time frame that you're trading, also. But if when we follow the Traders Almanac, which is what we follow, the Traders Almanac, and then we follow the price action too. You'll find that it comes in October, usually the middle to the end of October. All right. If it's late, you might see it in November. But yeah, so the 26th through you said January the 4th.
Yeah, I was taking it literally that it's in December, but you're saying it's you look at it months ago in October. Okay.
Yeah, and it's we call it a Christmas rally, but it's really the fourth quarter rally. So we take Thanksgiving, all of that. So October, November, December, those 3 months. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, good question. And if we look here, and we can track it on let's see here. Let's bring in the Dow. So here's the Dow, and let's bring it in on the daily time frame, and you'll see. And then let's bring in the, let's see here. Settings window. We're bringing the dates. All right. So Deborah, do you see, if you look here, right here, you see October right here, October?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So this is where the market made a low, right? And what traders will look for is for the market to make a low in October, all right, which came in perfect. And then buyers come in to now push the market higher. All right. That's your Christmas rally. Okay.
So when you say it failed, it didn't fail in.
Well, not okay. So it didn't totally fail, but it didn't continue either. All right. So normally what we would like to see is buying continue, okay, through January, right? Perhaps around the first week, second week in January. And then we get a lot of traders will clear positions for tax purposes. All right. So we'll generally see a correction, all right, in January. So it was a short rally, Christmas rally. Let's say that. All right. It didn't, we would have liked to see it. Usually it will go through, right? It will go through all of December. And then, like I said, in January. So we got, I would say we got about, we got a bit of it, not a lot of it. We got some of it. All right.
David, you said they're going to clear it in January for tax purpose. I thought like it's in by December, end of year, right? Not in January. Why is that like it's January, not December?
Yeah, you know, a lot of traders will hold it, right? And I know, yeah, you would think that December they would close it, right? And they might close the books, right, in December, but January is generally where we see the movement happen, where we get a correction. All right. Yeah. So usually we'll get a follow through all the way through December, and then January, first week, second week in January is where we see the price action reflect, where the selling reflect um, in on the price chart. All right. And we'll see that in the Traders Almanac. Hey, Zaire, welcome. We'll also show that. Okay. But, this was a decent run. It just didn't last. Just didn't last long. And now it doesn't look, it looks better on the Dow. But if we take a look at the NASDAQ, notice that I don't think the NASDAQ did as well. So if we take a look at the NASDAQ here, and we'll put it on a daily time frame. If you look here, and let's bring in the dates. All right, so here is October here. So Deborah, do you see October here? Also, do you see October there?
Yeah, I do.
So here's October. All right, and this is the move in the Nasdaq. Not really a good move, right? So, and what we would like to see are all the indexes, right, moving higher for that Christmas rally. Okay, so the Nasdaq didn't do well. I don't think the S&P, the Dow did a bit better. That Dow did better. S&P. So Deborah, let me ask you, what were the traders, what were they saying about, what did they say about the Christmas rally? Were they still expecting a Christmas rally?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It to see what happens in this brief little period from the 27th to say January 5th or 6th.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know what, now I see it's a completely different thing what you're talking about. Do you have any thoughts on well, I know that's what the charts are pointing, that we will probably, for stocks anyway, you're saying we're looking at a low coming in maybe the next week or two, if you had to guess, and then maybe a bump up, or that's February?
Oof. From here, let's see here. All right. We're going to look at two charts. Okay, so here is the daily chart, the daily time frame. Okay. So forget what I think or what anyone thinks, right? All right. If we look here, this is on the daily time frame on the Dow. So we've got really good resistance there, and then we'll go to the weekly time frame. And then we've got, I would say right here, we've got pretty good support. All right. So here is really good resistance right here. Really good resistance right here. Really good resistance right here. And I say we got decent support here, all through here, support here. We won't count that. We have a sell signal here, but buy signal failed here. We got a sell signal here, right? Here is our buy, right? Closed here. All right. So there's a good chance. Where do you guys think price will go next? Based on resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, support here, support here, support here, and the price is right here currently. So Deborah.
Yeah, I was just going to jump in and say I see a further slide south.
I'm sorry, what's that?
That was very, it wasn't trader terminology, but I said it looks like it's going to continue down.
Yeah, there's a good chance it might continue down. All right. And perhaps test this support here. All right. Now, if we put it on a weekly time frame, so let's do this. And this is what we have to do sometimes, right? When we don't have clear direction, which we don't. We do not have clear direction right now. And then here is the weekly time frame, right? The weekly time frame, right? Now, if we did this, now that doesn't mean price won't do whatever it wants to do, right? But if we do something like this right here, all right? And if we brought this down like here, that's a horrible line here, all right? You see here, green candles, white candles. Generally, what follows after, when we got green candles, then white candles, right? Usually we get a red candle. See right here, white candles, red candle, white candles, red candle, right? Same here, right? So, you know, and you got pretty good channel right here. We could get a red candle. If we get a red candle, so that this week, let's say this week, we close with a red candle, then we could move much lower, okay? But the important thing to look at is here. Now, overall, we're still in the markdown phase, right? In stocks, okay? So we're not out of the woods yet. Okay, so this here, this is on the weekly time frame now, guys. So on the weekly time frame, we've got pretty good support here. Pretty good support where resistance becomes support. Pretty good support here. Pretty good support here. All right. So if we start testing this support down here, Deborah, we're in trouble. All right. So if the price, if this doesn't hold, if the market doesn't hold, and we'll watch this, if it doesn't hold above here, right? If we don't get buyers to come in and hold above here and start testing, and that's what we're starting to see. We're starting to see selling on the daily time frame. All right. And we don't have any stocks. We don't have a lot of stocks in HitSeeker, and we track 22,000 stocks daily. So if we don't see a lot of stocks in HitSeeker for Stock Boss and Bullmaster, that tells us a lot. And we do have selling coming in. All right. And the VIX, yes, it's at 20, but it's still not, we need it to be in the low teens to be bullish. All right. So if we get selling this week, will be critical to see if we get selling in here. All right. And then we start testing. We start getting down in this area here. All right. Down in this area here near support. That's not good. That's not good. All right. That's not good. for the market. We could go much lower. And Zaire, you did pretty good with some shorts, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So I would say if we get a red candle, we'll see that this on the weekly time frame. Start looking at shorts. Start looking at shorts. We did okay with our sniper. Bill, you did okay with your sniper trades, the shorts we took?
No, I think I only traded one out of the three this week.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
And mine didn't do. I think it just held.
Okay. Okay.
And that was last week. It wasn't this weekend, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Last week. Yeah. So yeah, just Mary, I mean Deborah, I know it's not great news, right? I know it's not great news, but that whatever those traders are looking at for a Christmas rally, it's over. It's over.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Uh-huh. It's over. Yeah, it's over. All right. Any other questions for me? Any other questions for me? Any other questions? All right. We might keep this on the weekly time frame here. I think we'll keep this on the weekly. I want to bring in and we'll watch those of you who trade again, who trade in US 30, keep an eye. All right. We might get a trade, a long trade out of this. Okay. And we haven't looked at Bitcoin in a while. I want to show you guys. Nothing has really changed. But Bitcoin is yeah, it's a really good indication of what we might see the equity markets do. And if you guys look here, it hasn't changed, but we do have new support and resistance lines in the markdown phase on Bitcoin. And it's really holding at that 16,800. Okay. So I think it's going to break, right? I think that it's setting up for another leg down. Every time we see Bitcoin consolidate tightly like this is a tight consolidation, right? We get big movement down on a break of support. This was a big move down. This big candle here. This was a big candle here. You guys remember that. All right. So we've got really tight consolidation in here. All right. I mean, it's barely moved from where it is currently. Really, really tight consolidation. So we can expect another big move like that. All right. That would get us closer to the 10,000 mark. So 10,000 is right here. That's the 10,000 mark. Okay. So still early. All right. But we're getting close, right? These support and resistance lines, these two lines here just came in within the week. All right. Within the week. So we're getting nice tight consolidation. So we can anticipate another leg down with Bitcoin. Okay. Another leg down. That might get us closer to 13,000, 14,000. All right. Get closer to 10,000. All right. On Bitcoin. And as you guys know, most of your crypto currencies that are out there will follow Bitcoin. Okay. So we're watching it closely. We're watching it closely. But we're looking for another leg down. All right. Break that support clearly in the markdown phase. All right. It's clearly in the markdown phase. And we're looking for another leg down. Right. And we were waiting to see new support and resistance line, and they came in. All right. So we could see selling come in right here. All right. just like here, just like here. Buyers are nowhere to be found. So it's on the weekly time frame. So no buyers around. All right, no buyers around. All right. Any questions on this? All right, so be careful. If you're trading, our traders should not be trading Bitcoin. All right, so if you are, be careful because it is setting up. Any amount of volatility that comes in will push this price lower. All right, will push this price lower, not up, lower. All right, sell short signal here. All right, sellers are definitely in control, taking it lower and lower and lower. And the fact that it's not going any higher here, right? The buyers are not coming in to push this price higher. You would think buyers would come in. They're not coming in. All right. So the momentum is down. All right. All right. Any questions? If not, we'll call it a night. All right. It's good to be back. We had a few days off. So it's good to be back. Start planning for the new year, guys. Start planning for the new year, right? The year's over. Start looking at, some of the goals that you guys want for the new year. Start planning, setting things up for the new year. All right. Things are slow, but as you guys know, things move quickly. All right. These markets move quickly. All right. So, but I think this might be it. I think this might be it for the year. All right. There are opportunities, trade lightly. There's some opportunities out there, especially in Forex. So, but trade lightly. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow for our beginners class tomorrow. All right. Take care, guys. See you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.